Lynchy, Saturday night, 5 goals scored, none conceded, 2 points on the board. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, it was a great start. Thought we played really well from start to finish, bar a little sort of maybe 5-6 minute spell towards the end of the second period when we started looking to take a few shortcuts and a few cheats and things like that. But on the whole, thought the guys played great. Can't really fault anybody or anything. It was just a good all-round performance, and so yeah, delighted with the way we started the playoffs.
So we're short benched on Saturday. There was a few guys missing various reasons. But you did say beforehand, that we couldn't make that an excuse. And to be fair, the boys went and got the job done.
No, and like I say, can't fault anybody. Our leaders stepped up and led. Some guys that maybe get limited ice time throughout the course of a game got a lot more, and again did very well. Like I say, difficult to criticise any part of the game, in all honesty.
Did you feel that, at the big first period, obviously up 3-0 by the end of the first, do you think that set a marker kind of early on and maybe surprised the Kestrels a little?
I don't know. I think we just came out all guns blazing. I thought we had a really good first period from start to finish. Thought we totally controlled the game. I don't think we surprised them, no. I think we just played the way we were capable of playing. Second period, let us say we had a little sort of lull for a 5 or 6 minute spell, but we scored 2 goals at the right time. Scored one at the start of the period, scored one right at the end of the period. The goal at the start of the period to make it 4-0 probably really knocked the wind out of them, and I think the goal to make it 5-0 with just 12 seconds left or however many it was in that second period effectively sort of killed the game there and then. So no, I don't think we surprised them. I think we just came out and played the way we're capable of playing.
And you mentioned there that just at the start there, through the game, guys like Cammy, Gallagher, Reese, Lucas, and that, they played some good minutes. And they held their own out there, didn't they?
They barely put a foot wrong. I thought Cammy had a really good game. The Hoos almost scored one right at the death, on his sort of second last shift or something like that. And Lucas worked away fine, putting a good energy performance and chased everything down and worked hard, and you can't ask for anything more from those guys. Yeah, I was delighted with the way they all played.
And net again, Chambo, he was a brick wall. Second game in a row against the Kestrel, he's had a shutout against them. And yourself, the playoffs, you need both your goalies to be hot, don't we?
Yeah, aye, definitely. Chambo had a solid game. Yeah, really good game. Didn't maybe have that much to do at times, but when he was, when he had to make the saves, he did, and we're thankful of that. And he's been playing well for us lately. So here's hope it continues.
I feel as though we keep saying, we've said it probably for the last 3 years, Lynchy, but, the same kind of thing. This Saturday we'll go down to North Ayr, and it's a game that, we can't underestimate them, especially in that rink.
No, anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen. Like I say, the Kestrels went down to North Ayr a few weeks ago and got turned over. We can't afford that to happen to us. If we play the way we did this Saturday, we won't have anything to worry about. But sometimes when we go into rinks like North Ayr or Kilmarnock, on occasion we can be our own worst enemies by just turning up thinking the job's already done before it started, and we just got to make sure that doesn't happen. If we don't go in with that attitude, if we go in with the right mindset, I'm sure we'll have no problems. But like I say, sometimes we're known to make life difficult for ourselves.
So if we can get the 2 points, it would have us sitting nicely in this group before a final trip of the season over to Kirkcaldy, and then a final home game here against North Ayr.
Yeah, like we said last week, Mark, we want to win this group. We want to try and put 4 wins together. That doesn't mean to say it's going to be easy, but that's the goal, to win all 4 games and top the group going into the finals weekend. But we've got a long way to go yet. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just look to Saturday's game in North Ayr right now, and then we'll worry about the other 2 games when they come.
You know what? Well, good luck for Saturday and bring the 2 points back.
Okay, cheers.
Robbo, that was a sweet win on Saturday night against our close rivals, the Kestrels.
Yeah, no, it was a tight game, I thought, for most of it. We managed to keep them out of our zone as much as possible on the 5-on-5s and played pretty solid defensively, and Chambo had a great game, so few good power plays. I think we took advantage of a couple good individual goals. Decent performance from everyone. Good game.
So it was no secret we were missing a number of bodies on Saturday as well. Does that make the win that wee bit more sweeter? You know that you have had to dig in deep to get the result.
A little bit, yeah. I think you probably feel that more on like away games. To be fair, when you go down with a short bench, not so much at home. It's just tough in general, but still, like it just shows that like short bench, they're not. We have like people coming off the bench that don't play as many minutes normally that can do the job, and they've done the job.
So just as you're saying there, like it was guys like Cammy Gallagher, Reese, Lucas, they all played their part on Saturday night, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like short bench, they were going to have to play quite a lot more probably than normal, especially like in against a team like Kirkcaldy that obviously, given us some pretty tough games, some trouble in the past. So, like they knew they were going to play a lot. We knew they were going to play a lot, and to be honest, they had one of the best games, for all three of them. Especially, I'd say probably best game I've seen Cammy have, and probably ever, to be honest. So yeah, no, they all put a shift in.
So we raced a 3-goal lead by the end of the first, and for once we never seem to switch off during the game. It seemed to be a solid 60 minutes. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no, I mean like we're usually like start coming into it in the third period, so to start off 3-0, bit different for us, to be honest. So yeah, like we managed to keep it locked in for like good 60 minutes. I think there was like a 10-minute stretch in the second period where we were looking a bit shaky, but other than that, I'll take 50 out of 60 minutes playing pretty solid. So yeah, it was a good game.
So this Saturday we head down to North there. They're a young team, we know that. We've known them through the season or the last few years. If we're not in our game, they can cause an upset.
Yeah, I think I said last time about North Air, we were playing them. Like they're not like an easy team by any stretch. I think they beat Kirkcaldy at the end of the season, regular season. Like they can clearly beat us if we're lacking, whether it's here or away, in their rank. So we have to treat it just like we treated Kirkcaldy, just like we treat every other game, and not slip.
So the playoffs, it's such a short series. There's only obviously 4 games in the group. But we want to make sure we're in that top spot and get into that playoff weekend, don't we?
I mean, we want to win every game. Like everyone wants to win every game, because when we go into the playoff weekend, that's a 2-game weekend. If you've come off the back of 4 wins, especially after the end of the season that we had, and the disappointment, then that'll stand us in good stead when we come up against hopefully like the Aberdeens or the Dundees or whatnot. We need to have a good 4 games, not just wins but good performances as well.
And we want to win that trophy. Obviously, we won it last year. The boys will be desperate to defend it.
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously we're out the cup. We didn't make the league either, so we need to win something. So
it'd be nice.
Yeah, hopefully
right.
We do.
Well, cheers, Robbo. All the best for Saturday, and all the best for the rest of the playoffs.
Perfect.